Previous lesson, I told you how to change the database credentials in database.php. But in Laravel 5, Laravel has done something really good because we have different kind of database, and all of these databases have different credentials. So this is not the way we change the credentials in database credentials. And let's just put this all back to its forge. Forge is something that Laravel replaces in what you actually change inside the .env file, which is environment. As you can see, we have something new, or a new function called env, or environment. For each environment, the only thing you need to do is just open up this .env file and change this database name, host, username, and password, or database credentials right here. Because what Laravel do is basically take all of these username, password, database credentials and replace it into, actually put it inside the database.php file. So we need to put this forge back again, and come back here and open up .env file. If you don't see this .env file inside the Mac, because .dot files are hidden in Mac, and they're not actually put it inside the GitHub. So all you need to do, open up the terminal and type and navigate to your sites or Laravel folder, and if you type ls-la, you will be able to see all the files. And all you need to do is just, if you download the Sublime text, type subl.env, and Sublime will open up this file for you. Or all you need to do, again, if you don't have Sublime text, type nano, which is a simple text editor in Unix, nano.env, and open up this file, and then save it again. I'm going to do it inside the my IDE, which is PHP store. Open up and change the database. The database name was new app, username was root, and password was root. That's all you need to do. Close this file, save it, and close it. The first thing we need to do, in order to create a new table, come back to your using schema, because we have two kinds of creating tables inside the Laravel. The first one is schema, and the second one is migration. Obviously, migration uses schema as well, but we're coming to, all you need to do again, come to your controllers, HTTP controllers, open up any controls you want, and inside any functions which you are sure that will be executed once you have your server run, which, for example, we have show about, which as soon as we open up the about template is going to run. So inside this, I'm going to hit a couple of space to show you this better. Type schema :, and create. Create will create a table for you with two arguments. First one is going to be name of your table, which is art for me, and then the second one is going to be your function closure. Inside the function closure, you pass in any variable referencing your table, and after that, open up curly braces, and inside the curly braces, the first thing you need to do, use this T, and for create auto increment ID, type T increments, and whatever your ID column name is. So I'm just using ID. The second column I want to create is going to be type string, and inside the string is going to be artist, and don't forget to use semicolon. The third one going to be the same, and this time I'm going to use a different name, which is title, with a length, for example 500, and the fourth one I'm going to use T:\text, type text, and give it a name. I'm going to give it a description, and then another one which is going to be type date, and inside the date we're going to name it with create. Let's say created, and semicolon. The next one is going to be again date, which we're going to remove this in this video. I'm going to show you how. Exhibition date semicolon, and last but not least we're going to create another 2 columns with the special function in Laravel called timestamp. Make sure you spell it right. It's S at the end, which is plural, and doesn't get any arguments, and you just save it. This function will create 2 columns for you, which is going to be created at with a timestamp type and updated at. So anytime you create a column which is going to show you, anytime you insert anything into this column, any column for example, the created at will show you a date, and anytime you update it, it will show you the update date. So let's save it and run the server. I'm gonna say PHP artisan serve. Let's hit back here, type localhost, and we have to type about because we actually inserted all these schemas inside the show about, which we need to do calling about. And sounds like nothing happened, but actually if you go back to your localhost and PHP my admin, and type your username and password, let's hit back to new app, and you see that art table is created. And if you see the structure or browse, or let's say structure, and you can see all those columns: ID, auto increment, artist, which is 255, and title with a varchar 500, and we have description, text, created date, and 2 columns created at and updated at. So that's all you need to do in order to create a table. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to update a table.